turns out that moving across the country, getting a new car, and then getting a new job is actually exhausting. Also, we're officially over like 20 subscribers, and that's really cool. And I did a poll where I was like, hey, what do you guys want me to do? And only one person voted. And I've been wanting so badly to complete the little celebration video, but also I have no time. Let me give you a rundown of how my month has gone, okay? You've heard some of it from the last video, but just to recap. Moved from LA to Ohio, got a new car, moved out an apartment and into a new one. Those are the three major things, okay? But let me break down how just chaotic and like ludicrous this month has been. So I got my car, and the first thing I noticed is, oh wow, there's a lot of air fresheners in here. And I say new car, but really it's like a car from a family friend, so it was owned by another person, and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, I got the car, I'm like, wow, there's so many air fresheners in here. And I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna throw them away. And then a little while later, I'm just like rooting around in the car, and I'm like, you know what? It has a little sunglasses compartment, and I love my sunglasses. I'm gonna put my sunglasses up there. So I reach up and I open the sunglasses compartment, and I'm pulling out all like the little trash, right? I find a blunt. Like, okay, cool, cool, cool. Haha, funny. This is a great story. funny, very funny. And then I throw it away. And then a couple days later, I'm like, you know what? I want to make my car feel like my car. Like, I want to have all the essentials in here. I want to stock the glove box with things that matter to me. So I empty out the glove box, and I find all of like this old paperwork that doesn't matter, and I put it in a trash bag. And I'm just like, okay, cool, now I can clean it out. Sitting in the driver's seat, so it looks empty to me. And I reach over and I just start cleaning it with like a Clorox wipe. And my hand hits something heavy. And I'm like, oh, this is strange. And it's like right in the corner, so I can't even see it. I put my hand around it and I pull it out. Ammo. Bro left live ammo and a blunt in the car that he sold to me. Just say that you don't want me here. Like, broski, come on, please. My car, my beautiful car. I love her, but also I had to buy insurance. And literally, within a week of buying insurance, I had my job interview at Starbucks, and I got the job. I had a really good interview, and I was feeling good, and I parked like behind the Starbucks, and the Starbucks had a drive-thru. Had my interview, it went really well, and I hopped in my car, and I was so excited, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home now. And the fear I felt when I was reversing and I could not brake. If I go any further back, I'm gonna block the drive-thru. And I think to myself, you know what, if my brakes aren't working, that's fine, because I can just accelerate, go back into the parking spot, and then, you know, I'll figure it out from there. So I take the stick and I just yank it all the way to drive, right? And then I accelerate. And I keep going backwards. So I have to put the car back in park. And at this point, I am blocking the drive-thru at the place I just interviewed. So I called my girlfriend, and she's at work, and she uses an excuse to get off work, and she's like, okay, call our insurance, we'll get a tow, blah, 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 it'll be fine. Meanwhile, I'm in the back of the parking lot, and like there are cars that are able to like squeeze past me, and they're very much giving me that look of like, why are you right there? Even though I have my hazards on. I call up a mechanic, and while I'm calling up the mechanic, my girlfriend's sister, who works at this Starbucks, okay? She comes out and she's like, do you know how to reverse? And I'm like, yes, I do actually! Literally on the phone with the mechanic, and he hears me go through the whole explanation. He's like, okay, just tow the car over, we'll figure it out. My girlfriend's sister is like, just put the car in neutral and we're going to push you forward, okay? I put the car in neutral, and they start pushing, and I am stuck. Anyway, to make a long story very short, we do successfully take the car to the mechanic, and I drop a cool $1,400 on repairing my car. Also, the AC doesn't work, so it goes up to 120 in there sometimes. And then I have to go to my second Starbucks interview, and it's fine. It goes really good. I get the job. It's a great time. I get the car back. Turns out I wasn't a bad driver. The brakes were bad. Or at least the brakes were informing my bad driving. I wouldn't say I'm a bad driver. I would just say that I'm not concerned with grace. Anyway, that is the saga of my car and the job, and I got the job, and it was good. So, you know what, it all worked out. But yeah, I had a lot of firsts related to the car. Like, first time having to deal with a repair bill that big. First time having to drive alone. First time buying insurance. First time getting gas by myself. Just a lot of firsts. First time getting like a real job, you know what I mean? Like, up until this point, I was mostly just working at my college, so the fact that I have this job and I'm officially in the phase where I'm feeling comfortable in it, it means a lot to me. And I actually just got my first big paycheck today, so I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. Ugh, and I feel brokish. I really do, because I did the math and I only have like $200 until my next paycheck, and I'm just like, ugh. What has not occurred is me getting my first, like me having that experience of getting my first 2 checks, because I've only been there for like a little bit. So I'm looking forward to just like getting the next few rounds of pay, so I can start saving and just kind of working towards different goals. I have a specific amount of savings that I want to have, and I don't have it right now. So I'm just like, well, that's what I want to do. And I'm mad that I can't just like have it. And I have to be responsible. So getting my first like real job and it being Starbucks is really cool. When I was little, I was a barista for Halloween, so I just like feel really happy that like, oh my gosh, I'm a barista for real now. Like, that was something that I always kind of thought was cool and aspirational. But man, has it been a baptism by fire. I have gotten like not as much training as I should, and I kind of just got thrown in. I would say that the first few weeks were like really, really painful. Just because I didn't understand like the ecosystem of working at a Starbucks and the different roles and the different things that people were doing all the time. And the menu scared me. I had a period of time where I just wasn't very like good at what I was doing. But thankfully I've had a really like gracious group of people guiding me through. And yesterday I had my first like day where I was working, and I didn't feel like nervous. The orders came through, I made them or I took them. When we ran out of stuff, I knew where to look. I understood how to keep busy instead of just looking around. I actually got to be like low-key like a saving grace yesterday, and I'm just like, yeah, that's me. I'm helpful. Basically on Wednesday I worked from like 8 to 5, and the goal was that on Thursday I would work from 1 to 9, but I was so tired that I literally got home, I just ate food, and then I knocked out until 4 in the morning. And I woke up at 4 in the morning and I got a text from my manager, and she was like, hey, is it possible for you to come in at 8:30 and work until 5? I was like, oh my gosh, this is so convenient for me, because now instead of having to wait like instead of having to wait like 9 hours to go to work and then clock in and come home and knock out, I can just go to work and then come home and then be normal and chill. So it was great. I was really happy about that. Like, I got to be helpful. It was my first time driving in the rain. So yesterday was a good day for me, but it looked like everyone around me was having a bad time. She needed me to come in because unfortunately like something happened with somebody, and like from what I gathered there was like a serious injury or whatever, and I was just like, oh no. I don't know, some sort of like distressing event occurred, and I was probably the only reason why she wasn't working the whole day. I'm just sitting here like, do I get points? Do I get points? I don't even know what the points go to, but I'm just sitting here like, I'm being helpful. Please take note of this. It feels good to contribute and know that you're not like a detriment to your team. I like my job. Overall, this month has mostly consisted of like errands and bills and sleep and work and exercise, and I have like no time. Someone once told me that it takes like a year for someone to adapt from being like a student to like being in the workforce the whole time. And like, yeah, I understand that. I totally feel it. I'm just like, I just feel tired all the time because it's like I'm not used to it yet. And I am excited to be used to it. So yeah. It's my first month living like on my own. I paid rent, so that was pretty cool. My apartment is like so good and nice and beautiful, and like I'm living with my girlfriend and we have cats, and like it's just a nice environment, and I'm like, this is awesome. I'm going to sound terrible, but there was a part of me that was like, I'm definitely gonna miss everyone back home. I'm definitely gonna miss my family. I have adapted really well, to say the least. I like it here. I feel like alive. I'm like cooking and cleaning and going to work and going to the gym and like doing all of these things, and I'm like, wow, I'm an adult. So yeah, that is my month basically. But yeah, that's basically my monthly recap. Like nothing too crazy anymore, just kind of me adapting. It's been really nice. Fall is coming. Fall is coming, and it's gonna be my first real fall. I'm looking and I'm seeing all of these leaves that are actually like right now they're being really cute, and just, what do you mean? Like I'm gonna have, I feel so crazy. I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna have an actual fall? Did you see that? A leaf just fell. I am just so excited. I'm just excited. I think that's basically everything for this month, so I'll see you guys in September.